Hi, everyone. Okay, it is a half an hour or less than that, really, before my show comes on, and I can't quite predict what's going to happen because, I kind of rediscovered this show. I'm not sure I ever thought it was off the air, but I kind of didn't, I wasn't really into it, and then I'm not sure what grabbed me about it in the first week, I guess, that it was on. But I got into it. That was back in 2013. Then in 2014, I watched it pretty much, just pretty much from start to finish, and liked it. It kept me hooked, as it were. Last year, I watched the season premiere. I watched, for the first few weeks, but it wasn't long before I was just like, you know what, I'm over this. It's just, I just don't want to follow this anymore. And so I just quit watching. I came back for the season finale, but there was a lot that happened in between, and I really didn't miss it. I missed it in the sense that I didn't watch it, but I didn't miss it in the sense that I didn't say to myself, oh man, I wonder what's happening on my show. I should have watched it tonight. So I don't know if this is going to be a repeat of 2014 or 2015. I don't know if it's going to be like 2014 where my interest is going to be grabbed and held, or if it's going to be like 2015 where I went in thinking, wonder what's going to happen. This is going to be interesting. And after the first month, I was like, whatever, it can happen. I don't care. It might depend on who's in the cast, whether or not I find myself interested in certain someone, meaning interested in, I'm watching for this person or that person. I'm watching because I want to know how this person or that person does. Or, I don't know what all the variables are, but all I know is the season premiere is in
7:38 p.m.
22 minutes. And I'm going to start the season watching. Whether I stay with it or not, time will tell. And I'm not necessarily going to vlog every episode. If I do decide to stay, or even if I don't decide to stay, I'm not going to vlog every episode necessarily. But since this is the premiere, I'll start by watching it and vlogging to whatever extent I'm going to. While I'm waiting, I might as well say that I guess some people, one of my favorite YouTubers for one, I guess in order to indicate that a lot of time has passed or something, they'll put music in their videos. I watch YouTube basically to hear what the vloggers and video makers that I've subscribed to have to say, not to listen to a bunch of music. If I want to listen to music, I'll listen to the radio or put on a radio app or turn on some music. So I'm not going to, even if I knew how to edit music into my videos, which I don't want to edit music into my videos. So I am not going to. I will just say that through the magic of editing, aka turning the video off and not turning it back on until we get to the end of the 20 whatever minutes, I am past that time, and now here's our show, or my show, or whatever. It might be our show. I mean, once you find out what it is, you might be going, I'm crazy about that show too. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is wait for it to start, and then turn the camera on and introduce it. And then, once you know what it is, turn the camera off, and then do whatever vlogging I'm going to do through this episode. Okay, here we go. We are almost there.
Who do you think this is?
And we're on.
Welcome to the Big Brother 2-night premiere event.
Is it 2 nights or 2 hours tonight? Did I just hear her say someone's going to get evicted before before the premiere is even over? Or the 2-night premiere? I don't know. This is a 2-hour thing tonight, and then is it coming back tomorrow for another 2 hour or 1 hour, and that's a premiere? I don't know. I don't know what's... You know what they say on this show, expect the unexpected. So you can never really expect anything on this show.
My name is Natalie.
And in case anyone missed it, it's Big Brother. There's a lot of reality shows out there. There's Survivor. There's Amazing Race. There's a lot of them like it, but Big Brother's the one that really kind of I've been into on and off, mostly off, to tell you the truth. I discovered it in season 2, and then, wasn't religiously into it, but now I'm kind of, well, I've told you about the history, my history with this show, so I'm not going to go into it again. Well, nothing, we just, quote, met the house guests, unquote. Nothing really, no one really jumps out at me right now as, oh my God, I gotta follow that person. I could never actually be on this show for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, a lot of those competitions are just, there's no way a blind person could do those. And number 2, I just wouldn't survive because, well, I've got too big of a heart, too big of a conscience.
A little bit of anxiety.
I couldn't.
I just need to find my zen. Thank goodness.
It seems like the whole name of the game is stabbing people in the back, hurting people, etc., etc. I couldn't do it. That doesn't mean I can't watch, though, and enjoy it. If this year's different from last year. I hope they don't do Battle of the Block again. They did that 2 years ago, and then they did it again last year. Battle of the Block was, well, I'm assuming that you know how this game works. Battle of the Block means there's 2 heads of household. In other words, 2 people that put... Okay, the responsibility of the head of household is to put 2 people up for eviction, because that's the way this works. Every week somebody is evicted. Well, hold on a minute. These commercials are gonna last for a while. I can turn this off. The head of household nominates 2 people for eviction. Well, with the Battle of the Block, there's 2 of those. Each one of them puts 2 people up, meaning there's 4 people up for eviction. And then after this competition, called the Battle of the Block, one of the heads of household is dethroned, and the people that they put up are not nominated anymore. I'm not sure what it was that I didn't like about that, but I didn't really like it, and I hope they got rid of it, but they might not have. we've got people coming back from previous seasons, one of whom I recognize. Make that 2 I recognize. 3 I recognize. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one was one of my favorites from last year. She got thrown out like the second week. Well, we'll see what happens this time. I recognize 3 out of 4 of these other people that are playing the game. Wow. Yeah, this is one they have never done before. So the new ones are pissed that the old ones are there, but you know,
What do you mean?
how in the world is this supposed to happen?
That's only twist number 2. Yeah. And there's one more. Damn it.
Well, that's crazy.
About this twist for the teams, but there's definitely a benefit to the team situation. Whatever I lack,
They're playing in teams of 4,
other ways.
and I don't know how that's going to happen. They're only dropping little bitty crumbs of information here. She just confirmed it. The first eviction.
Winners are safe for 2 evictions. I'm like, yes, no worries, no nothing. I can chill. I have to get this thing.
Yeah, well, you don't have it yet. So it's been confirmed that one of these evictions is going to happen tonight or tomorrow night. They keep calling it a 2-night premiere, so obviously it's a 3 or 4 hour long premiere stretching over tonight and tomorrow night. I still don't understand how this whole team business is supposed to happen. Does that mean there's 1 HOH or 4 HOHs because a whole team wins HOH? HOH, by the way, stands for head of household. In case anybody doesn't know. Man, that wasn't even a head of household competition. That was a competition the likes of which I'm not sure they've ever had before. Of course, I can't talk. This has been going on for this is the 18th season, and I've watched 2, 3, 15, 16, 17. This is the 6th season that I have watched out of 18. I don't know a whole lot. I mean, I know a lot, but not enough to say categorically this or that has never happened before. Yeah, I wonder when the first real head of household competition is, because the first head of household is going to be determined by
Silver Sweeper and Duster.
we've got, oh my goodness, I'm not even going to try to explain what I just watched.
That's your hair, Lulu.
That's not
Another dog.
that's not a head of household competition like I've ever seen it. But then they always say expect the unexpected, and every year is always nothing like the first, so I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, so I don't know if there's going to be Battle of the Block or not. I hope not, but nothing's really over until it's over, and we're about halfway done, or 2/3 of the way done. Okay, we're almost at time, so I'm going to call this the end of this vlog, and I will see you probably tomorrow for the next video, the next vlog, the next whatever. Bye.